So yes, let's start our presentation about the transforming smart cities. In Eocortex, we have tried to make our partners work on their smart city projects as easy as it's possible. Let's move on to the common perception of any video surveillance systems for such projects. So it's usually a simple system with just broadcast, record, and storage of the information that you're recording. As a result, we get a lot of information suitable just watching your recordings, watching your archive without doing anything with that information. And it's common that everything gets improved. So yes, in the modern video surveillance systems, there have been some of the upgrades. So yes, the most important part has been added, which is basically almost the same system, but we also use the additional tools to make it more manageable. So this is video analytics and advanced VMS features, so that your system is managed easier, and there are a lot of additional tools to make it that way. So yes, the main tasks of such scaled video surveillance system for safe cities, it has its own tasks that needs to be solved. Let's stop on each one of them. So yes, it is quite important to automate the processes because we are speaking about large-scale projects, and it's not possible to manually keep up with everything what's going on with your system. Also, we need to make sure that the system does not lose any data. So we need to make sure to maintain continuous recording for the archive. Also, it's obvious that there will be any emergencies according to the recordings and the situations in the city, which we need to respond promptly, fast and easy, I should say. Also, I believe that will be the main task for such projects. It's to ensure safety of the citizens. Also, we need to make sure that the system is flexible and pretty easy to manage. And we also need to understand the direction for developing these urban facilities. If you have any suggestions according to the tasks, so for example, you have received another tasks for such systems, if you have worked with smart and safe cities before, please let us know in the comment section. So yes, according to these tasks, we come up to such a solution. So it's basically 2-in-1. We get the VMS and analytics all built up together to work perfectly on large scalable projects. And in this case, we get the perfect solution for such projects. It's Eocortex. And let's move on to the agenda of today's webinar, today's meeting. So yes, today we will speak about different parts of what we can offer. So the first part is for advanced video management software features for smart cities. These are not analytics, just some additional tools so that your system is pretty manageable. We will talk about multi-server systems, interactive maps and plans, and system health monitoring according to the VMS features. Also, we will touch upon the AI analytics for smart cities of Eocortex. We will not be stopping, of course, in each one of them, but we'll stop on this exact 3 analytics, which is object classification and counting, license plate recognition, and face recognition features. And please keep up with us till the very end, because we will show you the biggest Eocortex case study, which is implemented for more than 20,000 cameras for a smart city. And also at the very end, we will offer you some of our special offers. Okay, let's start with the background information about Eocortex. We are currently in the market for more than 15 years, and we are considered to be a global developer of VMS with AI analytics. And currently, Eocortex is present in more than 85 countries, with more than 15,000 projects implemented all over the world, which leads us to a general number of cameras that are operating on Eocortex of over 1 million of them. Okay, so we are the developers of this product, and we need to make sure that all of these components can work pretty well together. So it's like all-in-one product, a single product, so that our customers do not need to contact any other providers for any additional features or maybe analytics. And we also need to make sure that this system is pretty manageable, so it's easy to use and configure, set up, and everything else. If you have worked with Eocortex before, please let us know if you think that our system is manageable or not. Okay, let's move on to the advanced VMS features for smart cities of Eocortex. Let's start with the multi-server systems. This system is basically used to ensure any fault tolerances and optimal performance for your system, so that you can build different scales of your system. So basically, with Eocortex and some of the license types of Eocortex, you can build unlimited scalable projects. You can connect unlimited amount of cameras, servers to your systems. So it will be quite a big, huge system, a whole one system with many, many cameras. But still, it will be quite easy to manage. You can unite them, set up, manage, and monitor from any part of the world. And from the technical point of view of these scalabilities in multi-server systems, I will give a word to Andrew. He will be glad to speak a little bit more about from the technical point of view.
Yeah. Hi everyone, once again, 1, 2, 3. My name is Andrew. I'm a pre-sales engineer here at Eocortex. Glad to welcome you. Hope you will find today's information extremely useful for you in future, because as you already understood, we are talking about the smart cities and scalable systems. So if we go deeper into the multi-server system configuration, this is a pretty unique instrument that allows you to spread the loading between different servers. For example, on the screen right now, you can see that Eocortex has different options of servers, and that allows you to operate with servers in the most effective way. For example, the main server can do only the archive recording and storing the cameras. On the other hand, failover server is the very useful instrument in case of the breakdown of main server. All cameras will be automatically transferred to the failover one. Next thing is the video analytics server. So this feature, the option of server, video analytics server, was intended to spread the loading between analytics and archive recording. So as you already understood, the main server stores the archive recordings, while the video analytics server operates on all analytical module that is presented in your video surveillance system, such as license plate recognition or face recognition or something like that. So we would like to talk about analytics a little bit later. So, and as well, the replication server is also presented here at Eocortex. This instrument allows you to bring all archive from all servers in only one server to store it. So this is kind of a failover and breakdown feature at Eocortex. Yes, I think that's it about the multi-server system, and we can go even deeper into scalable system, and the feature is called the P2P connection. So the instrument is not very unique, but it is pretty useful in case of you have a lot of cameras and they are located far away from each other. So this instrument allows you to connect from the desktop client application to the server with cameras from any place from all over the world, and the only requirement is an internet access. So that's a very useful and easy to configure instrument from Eocortex.
Thank you, Andrew, for such a detailed explanation of these features. What do you think, guys? Do they seem important for such projects, in your opinion? Please share. And while you're sharing your experience according to the previous features, we can slightly move on to the next feature, which we can offer for smart and safe city projects. These are new maps and plans features, which is quite efficient monitoring across the urban landscape. So with each version updates, we're trying to add as many new features as we can or improve the previous one. So here we have set it up different things so that your experience with these features of maps and plans is better. So now, after the updates, we have set up a multiple layer structure, which you can put different objects on. These can be supermarkets, workshops, stadium, or any other objects. Also, you can position different cameras within the location of the map that you are using. And so yes, we made the system to work pretty easy. So with these new features, you can navigate around the map so that you can find your camera locations pretty easily without manually trying to set it up where they are located. Also, you will be able to tell where your camera's blind spots are, or maybe set up the camera direction just for your future understanding. Also, there were additional features of it. So yes, you can create different tags for your cameras and do the classifications of them. As well as you can place on your maps or plans not only your cameras, but also some of the additional devices for your system. These can be different colors of your icons, maybe some of the icons for your exact devices. This can be control axis, maybe some of the barriers or anything else. Also, you can adjust the camera angles in the maps and plans section. And also, I can see that some of you guys are raising the hands to ask something. Please ask your questions, any kinds of questions in the Q&A section. Our team will be glad to help you out with your questions. Or else you can send your question in the chat and I will be able to get to it when I can, I should say, yes. So yes, with this feature, you can keep your situations under control. So yes, to be able not to miss any important event, if there are a lot of cameras in your system, there is an alarm log, and all of your alarms will be kept there. So like a list of alarms. Also, you can set up a combined display, including your plan and maybe several cameras of them. So yes, it's pretty useful for systems where there are a lot of cameras. Let's move on to the demonstration part. Please, Andrew, show us how our new feature works.
Could you please update me if my screen is visible?
I can see your screen
Yeah,
pretty well.
great. So if we're talking about maps and plans, you can see right now the whole London on my screen. Here it is with all cameras that I have in my system. And yeah, so the maps and plans feature is very convenient instrument in case you have different cameras which are located far away from each other and not only in your office building. Regarding this feature, you can see several tabs on the upper side of the screen: cameras, objects, locations, and alarms. So it's pretty convenient to navigate between huge amount of cameras because we can just select them manually by drag and drop. So camera list is available on the left side of the screen. The real-time video is available by just putting the mouse on the name of the camera. Objects, we can create different objects, such as, for example, office building. So that allows you to put the cameras directly on the map, including the office plan as well. Locations. So now you can see the whole city on my screen. Well, and if we go deeper, we can see only one location and the camera and as well as the barrier. So as Aigul already told, we can put not only cameras on the map, but also different other devices such as barriers or different relays. So in my case, you can see the barrier, and if the barrier is opened, it will be colored in the green color. Alarms are presented also here. If we double click on it, we are able to go directly to the camera and see the real-time video from it. So that's pretty easy feature. If we want to open the view with several cameras, we just can do it also very easy. Here it is, and all alarms and the database with already recognized plates is available. So I think we can move to the plans. So the feature is pretty similar to the maps, but in case of only one building, or example, several floors of the building. Also, you can see that I have combined the plan of the building and the cameras downside. So it's pretty convenient to navigate between the plan. As you see, the alarms are going in real time on the not only in the camera cells, but also on the plan. The same as on the map feature, we can see alarms and navigate between different cameras. So the logic is pretty easy. That's it.
Thank you, Andrew, for such a detailed explanation of the feature. So yes, guys, please let us know, what do you think about this feature? Do you think it will be important or useful for your maybe current projects or future projects, or maybe the safe city ones that you have worked with? Or if you do not want to send any messages according to that, you can just send a reaction like a thumbs up if you like this feature or not, so that we just understand if this feature might be required for you, or we can do better or anything else. Please let us know, what do you think about this feature? Let's move on to the, oh, I can see your reactions. I'm glad to see that it seems good for you. So yes, let's move on to the next feature, which is system health monitoring, so that your system operates continuous with the optimal performance for your system. So yes, this subsystem notifies you of some of the critical events that is happening with your system. So yes, you can see main information about the availability of your servers, of your system servers, also the load status of CPUs, RAM, and maybe some of the network adapters of our servers. Also, you can check the availability of your cameras which are connected to the system. Check out the statuses of the archive recordings and client connections, current client connections to the system. I'm not sure if I can add anything more about this. I believe it's better to see it live, right? So
Yeah,
yes.
I go. Let me to add some more information regarding the technical side of this feature.
Yes.
I'm sharing the screen once again. Could you see it?
Yes.
Great. So right now you can see the system health monitoring from Eocortex directly on my screen. You can see some attentions here just because some of my servers, so both of my servers, frankly speaking, are a little bit uploaded because of the huge amount of cameras and no connections with some of them. So you can see the real-time event log here on the right side. So if the connection between servers is broken, you will see the real-time notification here. And even the connection with the cameras is lost, you will also see the same warning and notification. If we go deeper into each of my servers, we will be able to see next information. So first of all, it is the main information about the server, how many clients are connected, the CPU loading, the server name, so etc. CPU loading, we can see even with the diagram, the memory as well, and the camera. So this is my favorite thing because we can see the real-time statuses from the cameras. For example, you see that 4 cameras from the server have a problem with the mainstream, but others are working properly. So the information about client connection is also here. The IP address of the computer, the login name, and also, frankly speaking, there also should be the name of the computer directly, and some information about the network. So the most interesting feature here is that we can see not only event log, get notification, but we are able to set up the email messages directly from Eocortex to your mail in case of different failovers. For example, if the server connection is lost, if the camera connection is lost, or even if there is some issue with the archive recording. That's the logic. I think that's it from my side regarding the system health monitoring. Aigul, we can continue.
Awesome, Andrew. This information seems pretty important for such big scale systems so that you can keep up with what's going on with your system in general, right? Okay, guys, what do you think about the system monitoring system? Do you think it will be good for your systems? Please send your reactions just for us to see if it seems good for your systems, or is it interesting for us, for you, I should
Yeah,
say.
guys, do you find this solution appropriate for the smart cities projects or something like that?
Or we should add it to different presentations, probably not for smart cities. So yes, it's obvious that we won't be able to stop on each feature, that we can do it for for smart city projects, for large projects, but there are just additional information about what else we can offer you for smart cities. As you can see here, there are supported on-beef profiles, also failover features so that you do not lose any of your data. Also, you can set up multi-level administration. I won't be stopping on each of them in general. If you have any questions regarding these features, you can ask your questions in the Q&A section and the team will be happy to help you out. Also, we can offer any no limitations for connected number of cameras or servers. Also, for big systems, we can offer floating licensing system. So it's easier to build your multi-server system. And also we are offering as an advanced VMS feature, a connection with integrated third-party devices. Okay, let's move on to the analytics parts, which is AI analytics, I should say. So yes, just brief information about what we are offering regarding the analytics point. So currently, we have developed 22 video analytics modules, and they are all designed to make sure that everything works well together and your system is pretty stable. Here you can see the full list of analytics that we are offering currently and we have developed currently. Again, I won't be stopping on each one of them, but if you need any clarifications according to any of these analytics, please let us know. And we can also have a little chat according to what analytics have you had a chance to work with, starting with that, or maybe the most popular one, analytic that is required from your customer side. Please let us know in the comment section which analytics are mostly used by your customers or maybe required. So yes, today we will be stopping on 3 of the analytics that we can offer. This is face recognition, license plate recognition, and object classification and counting. Let's start with our brand new module, I should say. With the latest update, we have released our own license plate recognition, which was developed by our team and tested, and it was quite optimized to work perfectly in your projects. So yes, main points about what has changed with the new module of our development. So yes, we have optimized the performance of our module. So there is a high accuracy because we use advanced AI algorithms. And also we added the possibility of running license plate recognition either on GPU or CPU resources. So you can decide which one suits you the best. Also, we have added the flexibility to the analytics. As for now, there are no limitations on a specific country. So basically, I should say that integration with license plates of different countries is not quite required. So it's done basically by testing the feature on your cameras with real license plates. Also, the new license plate recognition module is done like a single product. Some of our partners know before that before we were splitting the license plate recognition for parking and highway systems, but now it's a single product, so you do not need to choose whether to use it for parking purposes or highway purposes as well. So yes, here are the points of our license plate recognition that we have changed. So yes, as for now, you can run up to 3 to 4 more channels than usual with the new license plate recognition. You can also detect vehicles by their plate color and set up different scenarios according to them. Also, you will be able to create the groups for your licenses and set up maybe some automation scenarios to open the barriers or anything else. Also, with the new license plate recognition module, it's now possible to detect multiple license plates at the same time. And also it's possible to calculate the traffic of vehicles in some of the parking areas. For example, if you need to know how many cars are inside, or maybe you need to set up timing for each one of them so that, for example, they can stay inside only for 10 minutes. Also, you will be able to enhance your security by detecting or alerting for stolen or maybe some of the suspicious vehicles. And it's possible to monitor and analyze traffic patterns for the optimization of your transportation processes. Do they seem important for license plate recognition to you? Please let us know. Or maybe which of the changes you seem to enjoy more, for example. I don't know. So yes, before we have received quite a number of requests if it's possible to detect by the license plate color. So as you can see, it's currently realized and everything is working pretty well with that. And according to the technical point of view, I'm giving word to Andrew. He will show you how our license plate recognition looks like and works like currently. Please, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks, Egul. Could you see the screen? Yes, am I right?
Yes, we can.
Correct. So to navigate between huge amounts of cameras, I need to find the license plate recognition camera. So how can I do that? There is a special filter on the upper corner of the map on my screen. We can filter it by different camera features, by the video analytics, and by different tags, for example. So let's put the tick here at license plate recognition, and we would be able to see all cameras with the LPR feature is switched on. Double click on it, and here it is. Here's the camera. So we can see that the alarm is playing right now on this camera. So let's see what happens. So here is an alarm. Let's go to the archive. And so this car was generated an alarm. So that's because this license plate number is in the blacklist. So actually that's how it works. Because Eocortex can react on different types of license plate numbers, depending on the name of the group. So on the right side, you can see the database with already recognized license plates. If we double click on this, we are able to see the video fragment directly from the archive with the exact car and the exact license plate number. The same feature of barrier opening, barrier closing, so this is the manual one, is available with Eocortex license plate recognition. And here is the settings, the setting of the group and of the database, of the license plate database. And if we go back to the map feature and choose an alarm, we're able to see the new alarm of event recognized license plate. So double click on it. We are also seeing the alarm playing on the camera and the real-time video fragment. We can just go it by one click to open the real-time video. So that's how it works. If you have any questions regarding the license plate recognition feature analytics from Eocortex, please do not hesitate to ask. That's it.
Thank you, Andrew, for a detailed review of our new module. And considering the fact that this is the brand new LPR model of Eocortex, we do have an offer for you. Not all of our partners or many companies have tested this feature, this analytics as currently. So that's why we are offering you to try the trial version of the license plate recognition. Please let us know if you would like to test this feature on your own cameras and play around with the system to see how it works for you. So yes, please let us know if it's required for you currently or maybe for any of your projects or your future projects to test this feature and maybe present it to your customers, to your clients. And guys, by the way, what do you think about the new module? Do you think it will work great? Just before the testings, just roughly estimations of our license plate recognition.
So by the way, I can see the latest question in the chat. So can the license plate be recognized if both headlights are working? So sure, it was just the only example that I have catched on my screen. So of course there are much more examples, and depend. It's so actually the headlights play the significant role in the license plate recognition. Of course, if we have a deepest night on the street and the camera doesn't have the night mode, for example, of course the camera view will be absolutely lighted by the headlights. But generally, it works good in different weather situations.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrew, for the answer of the questions. Hope it helps you guys to understand this new feature a little bit better. Hope you had enough time to fill in the question about if you require a trial license for your tests or not. Please send reactions if you have required the test, which we will be sending you after the webinar ends as fast as we could. And let's move on to the next analytics that we can offer you all. This one is for object classification and counting, which enables you to monitor the traffic flow, maybe analyze pedestrian movement patterns, and many more other tasks. So yes, as I've said, you can manage traffic monitoring with this analytics module. Also, you can do the evaluation of outdoor advertising effectiveness by seeing how many people have passed by some of the advertisings. And you also are able to count objects in different zones or maybe set up some of the crossing lines for them. So yes, what are the benefits of using this exact module for your tasks? These are the flexible requirements for your camera placement. So some of the analytics modules require exact camera positioning, so they can be facing downwards to count people. For object classification and counting, you do not need to do any of the replacements of your cameras. So yes, you can just add these module to your already existing systems. Also, it's possible to count not only people, we have added the possibility to count 3 categories: people, animals, and vehicles by type. And also this feature, this analytics module can work on the same camera with some of the other modules. So for example, license plate recognition and object classification and counting can work all together on the exact same camera. So it's possible to recognize the license plate and count the vehicles passing by at the same time. Also, there are additional capabilities of our module. So it's possible to count people in the zone that you have set it up, or maybe do the crossing line feature. And there are no limitations on the number of such zones or lines. Also, as I've said, you can count people, animals, vehicles, maybe cars, trucks, motorcycles, or other vehicle types. Also, it's possible to do the reports according to the analytics that has been done and view the results, whether you choose to do it manually or automatically. And also with many of our analytics modules, you can set up different scenarios. As an example, if counted vehicles at crossroad to manage traffic lights for your system. Oh, and also I can see a question in the chat on identifying the gender. We will be stopping on this point just a little bit later. This is not realized in the module of object classification and counting, but on our other depicted here actually module as well. And I'm passing the word to Andrew. He will show you how the object classification and counting works. Please, Andrew. I can see your screen pretty well, but it's only...
Yeah, black screen. Sorry for that. Just because I have seeing a lot of questions regarding the how we can operate with the or communicate with the third-party system in Eocortex. So the answer was like we can operate on this by the alarm inputs and outputs from the cameras directly. Or, for example, we have got an open API that is presented directly on our website. So we can communicate with third-party system by sending them in real-time information from the system. For example, if the license plate was recognized, Eocortex will automatically send it to the third-party devices. Or so anything, any scenario that you want is available with Eocortex. Yeah, if we're talking regarding the object classification and counting, you can see directly on my screen. There are several modes that are already switched on my camera. For example, on the left lower side, you can see the people counting on the pedestrian, and the counting is here. So the green zone counts 3, 2, 1, and 0 because now there are no people actually. There are 2 more line crossing which counts the car going one by one. As you see, the accuracy is very actually high. And here is the red zone. So you should understand, guys, that it was done only for the example to show to present to you. This is the zone which counts how many cars are at the moment in this special zone. So red zone, 2 cars. Of course, as you see, Eocortex can divide different types of vehicles, such as just vehicles, buses, so passenger cars, I mean, trucks, and even motorcycles. But unfortunately, there is no one on my video. But still, yeah. it should be noted that even this module, object classification and counting, has its own API. So if we need to get the real-time information from the vehicle counters or by people counters, we can send a request to the Eocortex server and it will be answered. So that's it. For example, this is the whole information about Eocortex server, including all servers, all cameras, its names, etc. So using this, we can communicate with third-party system. That's how it works, actually. I think that's pretty much it regarding this exact model. So I go, please, we can continue. By the way, guys, you can rate this model if it could be useful for you or not. We are open to any marks, any comments, recommendations. But
Yes,
still,
the
per
recommendations.
my honest opinion, this model is actually in common use by our customers as well as the license plate recognition model.
Okay, awesome, Andrew, for a perfect demonstration of the feature. And I do think also that this feature is quite relevant for our partners because we receive quite many requests considering using this feature for their projects, and we are making sure that this system works pretty well because it's quite popular to use for projects and it's pretty useful. Okay, according to the chat section, I can see that you are quite interested in the next feature, next analytics model that we can offer you guys. This is for face recognition model. So all of the answers for the question about identifying gender, maybe wearing a mask will be answered here for this analytics module in general. So yes, our face recognition model works on neural networks. That's why the accuracy level is up to 99.9%, where 100% is the real person, I should say. So yes. This module also recognizes not only the open faces, but if there are any disturbances for the face, for example, for recognition. The module recognizes faces even if a person wearing a medical mask. The faces, if they are turned away, they are also recognized, as well as if a person is wearing glasses, hats, or maybe partially covered by clothes, maybe some of the scarves or anything else. So yes, with this model, it's possible to solve different tasks. There are different ways of using this model. We should stop on the ones that are quite important for safe city projects in general. So yes, as a matter of fact, it's quite important to identify shoplifters and maybe do some of the required actions according to the recognized faces of these shoplifters. You can add them to different lists and set up automations to receive a notification when this person was detected or recognized by any of your cameras so that you can take action further. Also, this model can be used to gather demographic statistics for urban trend analysis because it's possible to detect the gender of a person if it's male or female. Also, with face recognition module works another analytics model, which is a unique visitor counting one, which can be used for infrastructure development because you can count the number of people who are visiting the place for the first time, so that you can take actions further considering the reports of these analytics. Also, with this model, it's possible to recognize the emotions just to get a brief picture of the citizens, if they are satisfied with living in the city or probably not. And also you can take further actions considering these reports. Also, with this face recognition model, it's possible to do the time logging feature for any kinds of infrastructure. And you are able to do the access control systems with this module as well. So for example, if you need only certain people to be able to enter certain areas of the city, you can set up such scenarios so that the barrier is opened only when these people, when these exact people come to the barrier. Also, let's tap on more smart city tasks with face recognition and module one. The first one is for lost and found. So it's pretty easy to locate a missing person by scanning the crowd on the recognized face, or maybe some of the public spaces or if you have a picture of that person, you can just look through the crowd or maybe some of the parks where this analytics module runs. Also, answering the question about the masks, you can keep up with the public health. So for example, we all know what happened during the pandemics when we needed to wear masks everywhere, basically, except for home probably. So yes, here you will be able to monitor or maybe enforce mask wearing if there are any requirements considering this. Hopefully there will be no any other pandemics, and hopefully we will not need to wear any masks, but this might be a good point for health cares as well, so that people wear their masks there so that they do not get anything bad from these places. Also, you can quickly identify and locate individuals in emergency situations. As an example, if there are any natural disasters or attacks, so you can just look through the recognized or maybe detected faces to understand if there are anyone to rescue. And also face recognition might be used for urban planning. So it's basically you can get the data on pedestrian movements, maybe get some demographics to inform urban planning decisions according to the gender, or maybe unique visitor countings and other parts of this feature. So I'm giving the word to Andrew. While he's doing the demonstration, you can share your thoughts, your opinions about this feature. Will it be important for any of your projects? Please let us know.
Yeah, you can type some recommendations or marks on the chat. By the way, thank you, Aygul, for such detailed explanations of our face recognition model.
Glad to do that.
Frankly speaking, this is one of my favorite models in Eocortex software. I have so many examples and different situations while testing this module, using, for example, face masks, sunglasses, or with the different videos, not only the real time, of course. So actually, the logic of the work is pretty the same as the license plate recognition. On the right side, you can see the video fragment. The video fragment with already recognized face database. Actually, that's how it works. The alarms are still going. I wanted to say So if we double click on it, we will be able to see the video fragments from the archive with the face, with the person. Also, to show you the accuracy of how it works, we can include the feature of showing face frames. Yes, speaking regarding the genders, the age, or even emotions that we were talking about, we should go to the reports tab. So as you see, the accuracy is pretty high because Eocortex can detect the faces not only which are located pretty near the camera. So of course it depends on the camera resolution, but the main requirement is to have at least 30 pixels between eyes pupils of a person. Actually, that's how the magic works. Let's go to the reports tab. This is a magic book because here we can see the gender, the age, or even emotions of the person. As you see, the accuracy is pretty good. So here it is, neutral, negative. So mostly people are negative in London. Okay, this report could be exported for your further needs. For example, and actually, that's it. I think we can continue, Good.
Awesome, Andrew. Thank you. What do you think is the reason why people are so negative on emotions?
The
Or maybe
hardworking, I think.
hardworking. Or maybe some of you guys know, I know that some of our partners from the UK are here. Please let us know. Maybe we will get higher emotions in London the next time we are testing face recognition on that. So yes, let's move on further then. And by the way, please let us know what do you think about the face recognition module. I should say that this module is quite common to use for many of the projects because it solves a lot of different tasks. Please advise, what do you think about this module? And I haven't seen many reactions from you yet, guys. Please let us know if this will be any help for you, or maybe for your future projects, or you are already using our face recognition module. Please let us know. Be active. Okay, awesome. I can see. Great, thank you. I'm also adding that if you have any questions, please let us know. We will be able to answer all of them. Oh, Andrew, they said to come to London and see how are people.
I think if I will come to London, I will be pretty much happy, more
Yeah.
more than the other people.
Yes, we will be the happiest ones to recognize faces and the emotions there. So the statistics are higher, right? So yes, awesome. Let's move on to the case studies then. So yes, we cannot move on further without saying that Eocortex is already running on a smart and safe city project. This is just one case study, which is the biggest one with running on Eocortex. There are, of course, any other safe city projects as well, but we will be stopping on this exact one. So this is the safe city of Astana, which is located in Kazakhstan. And Astana is the capital city of Kazakhstan. And for 2020, in 2020, the official estimate reported a population of over 1 million of people. So yes, within the city limits. So it's a pretty huge city, and it is the second largest city in the country of Kazakhstan. Let's tap on the customer's need in general. For this project, the customer wanted to ensure that their citizens are living in the safety, And they also needed to see the reliability of the system which is running for their smart and safe city project. And these were the tasks for their system. So the first one was to ensure the system reliability. Also, they wanted to track vehicles around the city pretty quickly so that they can take actions according to this tracking. And also they wanted to quickly respond to any types of incidents in the city and maybe look for criminals just to also quickly take action on maybe catching them or passing them to maybe some policemen or any other safety providers, safety companies as well. So yes, let's stop on the case solution, what was offered and what was implemented according to the tasks and requirements of the customer. So as for now, this system is running on more than 20,000 Eocortex licenses. They were installed and united into a huge one single system. So it's pretty easy to manage for them as well because of the features that we have spoken with you today. So yes, the analytics modules that were implemented there, they are not limited, but the main parts were for crowd monitoring to see if they're crowding in any of the places of the city. Also, they are using the cross-camera tracking so that they can track a person by their clothes, for example. So they can track the person from camera to camera to see the path that they went. Also, it's pretty common they're using license plate recognition, face detection, and face recognition modules. And also, there are our advanced VMS parts that we have spoken about together. So yes, it's pretty huge system with many analytics modules of Eocortex used there. Also, a complex backup mechanism was implemented to provide a constant video stream so that they do not lose any of their data of their system. And also the system records an archive regardless of force majeure factors, whether it's weather or maybe some of this sabotage if a person is trying to break the cameras that are installed. So all of these will be notified to the customer or to the operators of this system. So yes, that's pretty much it with the case solution. Please let me know, what do you think about this case? Do you feel it? Do you think it's impressive, or you can do better? If you can do better, please let us know. We will be happy to discuss your project together and maybe start working on implementing any of your projects for Safe City. Yes, let's move on to our offers that we can do now from our site. After the webinar, we will be happy to do you free consulting and project calculation. We will need just the details about your project and the tasks that you need to solve for your system. And we will be glad to show you or get you the perfect solution for such a project with all the structures needed for further assistance of your customer. Also, if it's required, we can do an Eocortex personal demonstration according to your requirements. For example, if you need to see other analytics modules, or maybe show them to your customer, but you are not able to set up a demo stand at your place. So yes, these are all can be discussed, and we will be glad to help you out, guys. Also, we will be able to provide you with the fully functional Eocortex trial license for you to test all of the features for 1 month. So you will be able to play around with the system, set up different scenarios, to play around with your cameras to see how the system is working with different setups, for example. So yes, please let me know if the trial license is required for you in the next questionnaire. Please fill it up some of the questions according to that. And as for now, I will be able to answer some of your questions according to the chats.
Yeah, I go sorry for interrupt. Also, I have received several questions regarding if the presentations will be shared after this webinar. So actually, this questionnaire is the exactly right thing to do. So please fill it in a full way, and we will contact you after the webinar to share all our materials. So please do not hesitate.
Yes, you're right, Andrew. Thank you for the remark. Yes, the presentation information will be sent to you when you do the questionnaire. We'll be happy to contact you directly to discuss all of the details if you need any other details about our solution. So yes, let's check any of your questions in the chat that were unanswered, for example. So yes, I can see that Bassam is, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correct. Sorry if I'm not. You are asking about the hardware used for this case study. Andrew, do you think you can answer this question?
So as I understood, we're talking regarding the
Yeah, the
study
hardware
cases.
for
Yeah,
Safe City Astana.
that's a good question actually. I thought that it was actually answered, but seems no. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't say we can't answer exactly regarding the cameras, for example, just because the amounts of the camera there is pretty huge, and the cameras all are different, and we actually do not want to name the specific brands, not to give the advertisement, you know. But regarding the servers hardware or client hardware, it should be checked because such huge cases are not in my head. So you know, I think we can answer this question a little bit later also regarding the server hardware. I mean.
Yes, actually, I think the same way as Andrew, and also if you have any exact projects and you need to know the hardware specifications for such sized project, for example, we will be able to help you out with the calculations for this part as well. So actually, Andrew is working as our pre-sales engineer as well, and he is doing the hardware calculation parts as well. So please let us know if there are any projects that you need server calculations for, and we'll be happy to help you out with that.
Yep. By the way, guys, if you want to get some clear understanding on the server hardware, you can visit our website and find the CCTV system calculator, which is located on the support tab. There you will be able to set up the number of cameras as well as the exact analytics that should be used, and you will get the correct numbers, the correct parameters of the server hardware that you that is required at least to set up the system, the VMS as well. But of course, that you should understand that the hardware components there are so to say default ones. So if the system should be increased, for example, of course, we can calculate it for much powerful hardware.
Okay, awesome, Andrew. Thank you for your additional information about how the service specifications are done. And also, I can see here another question about the project implementations in India. So yes, it's possible to do the projects in India, and we are currently actively working with India there, as well as Andrew is working with India as well. Please share your requests or details according to the projects, and we'll be able to assist you according to that as well. So yes, guys, let's just briefly summarize our meeting, our webinar. So yes, today we have spoken about Safe City projects in general. Please let me know if these solutions seem good for you. If you have worked with Safe City projects, or if you have not, do you think that it might be helpful to get maybe this kind of projects for your future references, for example? Please let us know in the chat section. Just let's have a small conversation. Let's have a small chat all together. Okay, so we are waiting for your information, or maybe you can just send some of the reactions according if you liked it or not, thumbs up or thumbs down, maybe some hearts or anything else. As for me, the system which is made for exact projects, as well as the Safe City project, is made to keep your system pretty safe and running easy. And even if there are any issues, our tech support team is always glad to help you out with any questions or any issues that you might face, or maybe even with the configuration part. So it's basically possible to ask for help from our technical support to set you up the system, or maybe do some of the recommendations of the system settings up. I can see that you are sending reactions. I'm glad that you liked the solution we have presented. Yes, I hope that you had enough time to do the questionnaire, and we will receive all of the, oh, just a second, we have received another question according to the pricing structure. So yes, the prices are calculated on the project basis. So it's basically done to keep our partner projects safe, so that we do not give away the license prices in general for the retail, because we value our partners, and we are trying to keep working with them for as long as it's possible and be loyal to them. So that's why if you share your project details, like number of cameras, analytics required, we will be able to do you different calculations for your exact project. And yes, Andrew, it also depends on the license price. So yes, there will be differences, and usually we are considering the sizes of your projects. And considering these details, we are choosing you the best solution with the best license type for your exact tasks. Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining our webinar today. That was basically all that we can say as for now in this timing, according to the Safe City projects. If there are any additional information that we can assist you with, you can contact the following sections of our company. So yes, you can contact me or sales for direct project consultation, for example. If you have any recommendations for maybe some of the customizations or adding features to our software, or maybe you have just awesome ideas on the VMS or analytics parts, you can go directly to our product managers. And in case if you are facing any kinds of problems with Eocortex licenses, our tech support is also open to help you out. So yes, please let us know if you have still unanswered questions. We still have a little time before the webinar ends. So yes, thank you for connecting. I hope you liked the presentation very well as the demonstrations, which is thank you for Andrew. He's the great technical assistant. And if you want him to support your project, for example, please contact sale.eocortex.com.
Donate me directly.
Oh yes, or contact him directly.
Yeah, guys, lucky you to participate today with us on this webinar. Hope all of presented information was absolutely useful for you.
Yes, hope that as well. And from our side, we will make sure to send you these presentations and recordings so that you can look through it again, just to check if you have missed any of the information. So yes, thank you for joining in again. Hope you have a great day ahead. And we are waiting for your requests or maybe questions on our sales channel, on our email. Thank you guys for joining. Bye, have a great day.
Yeah, let's work together, keep in touch, let's build smart cities and set up analytic, guys.
Yes, fully
Bye.
running on Eocortex. That would be awesome.